Good morning. Guess what day it is? It's March 16th, 2025. Couple of things going on today. It's National Panda Day and it's Buzzard Day. So I want to tell you some things about buzzards. The buzzard is capable of killing a wide variety of prey, ranging from rabbits to birds up to the size of a wood pigeon. But any larger prey they attack are probably already sick. Each pair will have as many as 21 potential nest sites, usually changing every year. Buzzards build their own nest, and they have a curious habit of decorating it with fresh green foliage. Though most buzzards nest in trees, rocky crags or cliffs will do as well. They're a very adaptable species. They're able to survive in a wide variety of habitats, from lowland farms to high mountains. Its main requirement is a tree at least 20 feet high in which to nest. Buzzards are a type of hawk. They use their keen sense of smell to smell their food. They eat only the carcasses of animals that have died of natural causes or by accident, like roadkill. Despite their impressive size, the buzzard is not a major predator. They prefer a diet of earthworms and carrion. Now, carrion is carcass or decaying flesh of dead animals. Nice bird, huh? So they eat dead things, generally animals. But what about humans? There's an odd story in 2 Samuel chapter 21. I'm going to read verses 1 through 10. But I'm going to give you some background. When Joshua came to the Promised Land to conquer it, the people in the Promised Land had heard of the Israelites and were frightened. So one group of people called the Gibeonites came to Joshua and disguised themselves in old clothes with old moldy food, and they told Joshua that they had come from a faraway land and wanted to make a treaty with the Israelites. Well, Joshua did not inquire of the Lord to see who they really were, so he made the treaty. Come to find out, the Gibeonites were the close neighbor of the Israelites. But Joshua had made the treaty so he would honor it. But later on, Saul, as king, decided to break the covenant and to kill some of the Gibeonites. So our story today in 2 Samuel is during the time of David. And this is how it goes. Now there was a famine in the days of David for 3 years, year after year. And David inquired of the Lord, and the Lord answered, "It is because of Saul and his bloodthirsty house, because he killed the Gibeonites." So the king called the Gibeonites and spoke to them. Now the Gibeonites were not of the children of Israel, but of the remnant of the Amorites. The children of Israel had sworn protection to them, but Saul had sought to kill them in his zeal for the children of Israel and Judah. Therefore David said to the Gibeonites, "What shall I do for you, and with what shall I make atonement, that you might bless the inheritance of the Lord?" And the Gibeonites said to him, "We will have no silver or gold from Saul or from his house, nor shall you kill any man in Israel for us." So he said, "Whatever you say, I will do for you." Then they answered the king, "As for the man who consumed us and plotted against us," they're talking about Saul, "that we should be destroyed from remaining in the territory of Israel, let 7 men of his descendants be delivered to us, and we will hang them before the Lord in Gibeah of Saul, whom the Lord chose." And the king said, "I will give them." But the king spared Mephibosheth, the son of Jonathan, the son of Saul, because of the Lord's oath that was between them, between David and Jonathan the son of Saul. So the king took Armon and Mephibosheth, the two sons of Rizpah, the daughter of Aiah, whom she bore to Saul, and the 5 sons of Michal, the daughter of Saul, whom she brought up for Adriel, the son of Barzillai, the Mahalites. And he delivered them to the hands of the Gibeonites, and they hanged them on the hill before the Lord. So they fell all 7 together, and were put to death in the days of harvest, in the first days in the beginning of barley harvest. Now listen to this verse. Now Rizpah, that was Saul's concubine, daughter of Aiah, took sackcloth and spread it for herself on the rock, from the beginning of a harvest until the late rains poured on them from heaven. Now, scholars think that that was a 5-month period. And she did not allow the birds of the air to rest on them by day, nor the beasts of the field by night. Can you imagine guarding the dead bodies of your loved ones as they decay for 5 months? That's what this woman did. She protected the dead bodies during the day from the birds, from the scavengers, from those that would eat dead bodies during the day, and the scavengers at night. Well, while we probably would never be in that type of situation, I was thinking about that in a spiritual sense. Spiritually speaking, listen, when you look at those you love who are not Christians, they are dead. Ephesians 2, 1, 4, and 5 says, And you he made alive, who were dead in trespasses and sins. But God, who is rich in mercy, because of his great love with which he loved us, even when we were dead in trespasses, made us alive together with Christ. By grace you've been saved. So today I have a question for you, a very hard question. Are you guarding the dead? Not wanting to cause hard feelings or risk relationship? Or are you bringing the truth of the gospel to people so they can become alive? They don't even know they're dead. It's our place to introduce the life through Christ to them. 1 John 5, 11 and 12 says, And this is the testimony, that God has given us eternal life, and this life is in his Son. He who has the Son has life, but he who does not have the Son of God does not have life. So today, as you're thinking about the buzzards, and about the woman who guarded the bodies of her dead relatives for months, I want you to think about this in spiritual terms. Please don't guard the dead, but bring them the message that can bring them eternal life.